How do, and welcome to Pokemon Violet episode 17. I did a little bit of customizing of my character between this and the last episode, because I've wanted one of these helmets for ages, and I actually figured, as much as I slagged off Cascarafa, it's actually the best town for gear, like clothing. So yeah, I basically went back to Cascarafa and bought myself a little Daft Punk style biker helmet because they just look really cool. I think I've probably done this, but I'm just going to double check because I don't want to miss out on the Gimme Goo coins. And it's been quite a while since I actually last played, so I don't know whether they respawn after an amount of time. Doesn't seem like it. That's fine. Right, so I was exploring this wilderness. Let me just check the map. So I wanted to check that mound there. I don't think I've been to this town yet. Zapapico. And then there's a Team Star boss there. So I'll keep wandering this landscape a bit, I think. Just out of sheer curiosity. That's my team. Oh, look. Voltorb's gonna go. Cheery people tend to be more fond of songs. Interesting theory. I have met people in my life where they've been like, I don't like music, and I mean like they don't like music in general as an idea, which I find really strange. Really, like, they just have very quiet lives by the sounds of things. Okay, so this was the point of interest. Makuhita. Looks a bit like a weird fidget spinner type thing on the back on the bath on the map. I already have a meow. So you dead. Okay. Doesn't seem to have. I mean, that's a TM seemingly. Spikes. That could be useful. Useful for a setup Pokemon at the very least. Keeping my eye out for Gimme Ghouls. There's a really interesting formation across the river there. Just see. Do you know what? Let's actually mark this town, because that's going to be my next goal. Because it looks like it's a town without a gym, which, you know, fair enough. I'm wondering what sort of things of interest are going to be there, considering that. Oh. See, the reach of collecting items is quite good. You just have to be, like, sort of near it, Carbos. That's useful. Keep your eye out for Gimme Ghouls. They can be anywhere. I want to have a golden go before I finish my playthrough. I'll definitely be doing some competitive stuff because it's just fun. I think that's where Pokemon games really show their potential, when you see the creativity and ingenuity of other people. Oh, lag. Just one. That's a shame, but fair enough. It's an ugly, ugly structure, this. Awakening. Kind of fun place to store a load of items and stuff, though. Certainly caught my attention. Power Gem. Sweet. Any TMs that I've not got. I mean, I don't know what building a competitive team is going to be like just yet, so yeah, stocking up on all the TMs at the moment. Timer Ball, that'll get sold. Reflect, cool. Ether, sweet. I think I'll head to this next town in a mo. That's not a slightly different colour, is it? It's so hard to tell Because obviously there's the time of day mechanic, and it changes the tone of Pokemon in the lighting. So, and with half of the new Pokemon, I don't know what their shiny forms look like. So, I think I'm just going to sort of set the standard for myself that's like, right, well, battle anything if it looks slightly off colour. I think that's probably a fair thing to do. I'm gonna cut across, and then, I mean, is there an item on our side? There is. Get some height for a jump, and then jump across. Saying that, there's a slope there as well. I probably could have jumped across then. Don't want to miss anything interesting. So my current goal is to evolve this Girafarig into a Farigiraf. I want to get as much as the Pokedex, especially new Pokemon. Not so bothered about new sort of old Pokemon, but I want to get as many of the new Pokemon in my Pokedex before I finish the sort of adventure side of the playthrough. I actually might treat competitive Pokemon as its own separate series, because it's different, it plays different. I've watched Wolfie playing in some tournaments recently. He's like a big competitive Pokemon YouTuber. I'm quite a fan of him. I think he was very transparent about strategies, and maybe not necessarily what strategy he's going to be using, which fair enough. But I think he's giving people like an entry point into the series, which I think, you know, is actually quite a wholesome thing to do, because competitive Pokemon is not as easy as the base game is. There's a lot of stuff you've got to consider, even with building your team. I wonder if there'll be a Pokemon League guy at the thing. Always watching over the Pokemon that are nearby. You never know when there's going to be a shiny. Tagtree Thicket up ahead isn't safe. You'll run into a bunch of delinquents. Ooh. There's a lot of mature-looking students in this. I kind of like that. I think that just as a general rule of thumb, I think study should be available to all ages. I don't think it's ever too late to learn something or take an interest in a subject. I don't think you should have to pay for university, and like some people would consider that like a pretty wild thing to say, but for me, all education should be free, really. Gumshoes. Do you know what? We've not used him yet. I do want to evolve myself an Annihilate as well. Oh god, the fur texture on him's like really funny looking. Try a cross chop. Oh, okay. I don't think it's got high accuracy, that, to be fair. I think it's like the Fire Blaster fighting moves. Let's just see. Yeah, 80. It's gonna kill it if it hits it though. Like the animation as well, that's fun. How weird would it be if in like the anime they had the animations that the series, the game series has? So like the Pokemon don't actually touch each other; they just fire physical moves at each other and stuff. It'd be really sort of weird to watch, but kind of interesting as well to see how they'd creatively make that dynamic. I'm very glad that the anime itself has this like physical element to it still. There's a contact to the Pokemon when they're fighting. Is there a Pokemon League guy? No. Okay. Push on to this town then. Are you another trainer, or are you just the guy, the girl I just battled? I imagine that's the next base I need to do. A lot of trainers knocking around here. According to my calculations. Gerard. I wonder if they'll do off with the uniforms when they eventually announce the inevitable DLC. It does seem to me that the best we'll get will be just one sec, Cypher. I think the best we'll get will be different full outfits. I don't think individual outfit pieces are going to be buyable unless they do a new island that's got like a whole shopping city part of it. I liked Sword and Shield's DLC. I felt like it needed more depth though. Like by the time that DLC was out, I had a full competitive team and all of the bloody hell! All of the you know, the tower with the I can't bloody remember the names of the character. Mustard, the tower with mustard in it. Visually, without explanation, that makes no sense. There was a character called Mustard who ran the tower. There were some interesting things in there, like there was like mastery of different elemental Pokemon teams, which I suppose is another step up to like battle towers because it's like monotype mastery almost. I think I've not played Let's Go, but I know some of the mechanics that were in it. I quite like the sound of there being master trainers of Pokemon that of specific Pokemon, because that sort of encourages you to build a strategic version of that Pokemon to face that trainer, which also gives you more mastery of understanding of the game, because when you use the same Pokemon against the same Pokemon in a battle, that's probably the most challenging thing you can come across, because you're effectively trying to outsmart your opponent and think ahead of them. And I know that's a core thing of the game anyway, but when it's the same Pokemon, it's almost like, unless it's a dragon type, it's almost like, right, who has the more interesting build and who has really thought this battle out and the strategy out. Let's see. Oh right, sweet. Punching glove. Boosts the power of holders' punching moves and prevents direct contact with targets. Wow. That's amazing. That's really good. Alright, let's have a wander around this town. Considering there's no gym, I can't imagine it'll be dead. I imagine there'll be more to this place. I have, sort of between recordings, done some EV training on some Pokemon, because there's some Pokemon I want on my team. Like, for example, the Golden Go. I've prepped a Gimmighoul ready for when I've got 1,000 coins, or 999 coins, whatever the amount is. Okay, there's nothing much of interest here so far. And I've also prepped a Charcadet, and I believe in this town there's a guy that can evolve your Charcadet. I mean, I couldn't see the guy anywhere. I don't understand the purpose of empty towns, I'm not gonna lie. Where's that base? Head there next, because that's at least some plot progress. Don't know if I was having spawning issues or whether the guy for evolving Charcadet is different in each version of the game. Might be. I'll have to do a little Google after this episode. There's a mountain surrounding this area. There's a way in from this river here. Maybe there's like a cave, or there's like a slight... There's like a gap there. Let's head there first, I think. If I see any Sinistes from now on, I'll battle them because... Oh, there was an earthworm. I need them for evolving my Charcadet. There were seemingly quite a few lingering, you know what I haven't done for a while. Checked this. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Quite a few. Oh. Tagtree Thicket. Interesting. Sean! Hey, Director Clavel. As I told you, my name's Clive. Please don't forget it. Now, let's pick up our conversation from where we left off before. As I mentioned, I joined Operation Starfall to resolve a sticky situation and find out the reason from Team Star's odd behaviour. Above all, I want to know why these students in Team Star have stopped coming to school. And just like Cassiopeia, I want the team to disband for good. Since joining Operation Starfall with you, I've already had some success in opening up dialogue with Team Star, and I think I'm starting to understand things more clearly. But I don't have enough information just yet. That's why I want to speak with students from Team Star's other squads as well. If you intend to take on another base, know that you can count on me for backup. Till then, see you around, Sean. I'll definitely take this on. Right, there's a lot of spray painted trees, which says to me that Grafaiai is going to be around here somewhere. I don't think I actually have a... I can't remember its name. Pangura? Whoops. Persimmon. No, and I don't have one. Let's do a seed bomb. Hehe. 69 Pokeballs. Yeah. I've seen some control teams that use Persimmon actually that have been quite interesting. The boss chooses 10 members of the group to go out hunting. The hunting party will eventually split the food they keep with the rest of the group. Interesting. It's weird how the sort of mango or whatever it's holding appears to be a part of it. Or that it always has a mango in hand, like... Okay, there's a Shroodle. There we go. Get in my decks. It's a weird Pokemon, this. I've got a love-hate relationship with it. Partially hate the fact that it just died. Can't believe that killed it. you know what? It might be best getting a paralyze off on it. I think there'll be some interesting teams with Grafaiai included. It can erase Pokemon's abilities, I believe, which is great for slacking as a sort of tag team. Makes slacking like more of an interesting threat. I wonder whether the Grafaiai itself could do anything other than that, though. Ooh. Okay. Confused and poisoned. That's an annoying combination. Okay, well that's at least summit. Cool. Each Grafaiai paints its own individual pattern, and it will paint the same pattern over and over again through its life. Interesting. Toxic Monkey. That's another line completed. Always great. Right. I do think I need to like explore these woods a little. Oh, Spidops. You're so disappointing. It's a Pineco! Oh! Oh! This is a river. Considering how awkward that was, and the chances of me coming across one again, I will paralyse you and get you caught. That was fun. I wonder whether Dittos appear like that, because that would be a pain. Annoying. My Electros might die just by default here. There's a strange feeling to the open world side, like the fact that this area sort of blends in with the other ones. Obviously the visuals haven't been tweaked, which is one of my big pet peeves at the moment, but even though they've tried to make this area distinguishable, it's not that different from like your average forest, other than there's a weird spray paint texture on some of the trees. It makes for like interesting environmental story, but I don't know whether I'm like sold on that being like almost feeling like a unique area. It kind of blends in with previous places is what I'm trying to say. I think the environments in Sword and Shield were more convincing that they were separate and mystical. Like there's like a fairy forest full of mushrooms and stuff, and it was honestly stunning. How far off this base am I? I'm actually facing away from it. There's a tentacle thing nearby, apparently. I've still yet to see one. It says there's one on the map near me, but I don't believe it. Oh, here's me jumping over. Back up, kid. You can't just casually waltz in here like none of us, like you're one of us stars. If you want in, ring the bell over by the entrance and storm the base like a decent person. Alright, okay. So if you see an electrical fence of some kind, that means... Oh. Do me a favour and go home already, will ya? No, I want to see the boss of the Navi squad. Take me to Don Atticus. Like I said, kid, the boss told me not to let any outsiders pass the gates. That includes you. I don't care, I'm not leaving until you let me talk to Don Atticus. Give me a break, you little doofus. The people over there seem to be arguing about something. What do you want to do? Go say hello. Huh? Oh great, here comes another rando to ruin my day. I didn't think grunt work for Team Star newbies would be this much of a chore. Hold on, Mr. Grunt, I think this boy might be Sean. Wait, Sean? That kid who picked the fight with Team Star? Yup, that's me. I knew it. Oh boy, this ain't good. Everyone else in the base is still asleep since we were up all last night playing video games. Leave him to me, Mr. Grunt. I'll buy some time for you to go wake up the others. Yeah, and what's in it for you? Don Atticus will be in danger if no one's here to defend the base. I owe that man my life. Here's my dear compadre. He's my dear compadre. And when crisis calls, one has no choice but to rally to those dear to him, no matter the cost. Yeah, I have no idea what you're on about, kid, but thanks for the big assist. Alright, you villain. If you're after Don Atticus, be prepared to face my wrath. You not got a chance. Youssef. Cool. So it's poison. Makes sense, really. Poison because it's in the poison forest. Okay. It seems like there's a base built in like areas that are applicable to the Team Star boss there. I talk big, but I'm no warrior. Right, poison. I think I need to arrange my team before I go in. Don Atticus, I'm sorry I failed you. Sean, are you alright? I was standing watch when I heard the ruckus all of a sudden. I got worried that maybe something had happened to you over here. Yeah, no fair. You had backup this whole time. Is this boy one of the Academy students? He doesn't look like he's from Team Star. You're right, I'm not a member of Team Star, but Don Atticus is my compadre. I have to see him no matter what. Well, clearly you have your reasons for being here. Sean, I'd like to ask this boy some questions. You go ahead and get started on the base. Might I borrow a few chat, my man? Don't worry, I won't bite. Nice work dealing with the guard. Within the base lies Team Star's poison crew, the Navi squad. Their boss Atticus designs the outfits for the team. You could say he has clever hands, but the guy's also a bit of an eccentric. You can never tell what he's going to do next, so since it's beyond us to predict how he'll respond to our declaration of war, just take out as many of the squad's Pokemon as you can until Atticus shows his face. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off the phase of the operation. Time to wipe the Navi squad off the map. Okay, cool. What's going to be best for poison? Bug, certainly not. Unfortunately, you're not great either. I think those top three are probably my best bet. Yep. Seems the folks behind the Operation Starfall are finally making a move at our base. You know what that means, gang? Time for us to shine bright and avenge our teammates. And hey, little intruder, just so you know, if you've got the skills to defeat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, our boss might deem you worthy to meet in person. Break a leg? This is going to be easy. I've got to say, there's not really a challenge to these bits. It's almost like a cutscene that you can play through. This is more like the challenge to this really seems to be finding the Pokemon, and they're often quite easy to find because they're stood in like groups of 3 or 4. And they give you 10 minutes to do it, like. So long as you have something hard hitting, I can't imagine this would ever get hard. Unless, I don't know. Unless they coded it where it was like, okay, your first attack on that Pokemon against the first attack of the other Pokemon. And it determines whether you get 1 or 2 hits kind of thing. That's the only, like, logical way I can get my head around this, to be honest. Or how you would sort of make this challenging. It's an interesting experiment, though. I wonder whether they'll develop on it or whether it will be just left as a like a trial and error for this game. Because there was something I didn't really mind fighting loads of grunts in the bad guy team in order if it was leading up to, say, the battle with the big boss or something. Purely because you've got to sort of try and survive against that. Right, sweet. It's almost like you have to be resourceful with your Pokemon because you can't use too much PP of one move. You can't let too many of your Pokemon die. Usually it's a horde of Zubats that you're fighting, though, to be fair. Right, I wonder whether this fight's going to be any harder. There's a couple of the rooms on the side as well. I don't know whether I've missed that on the previous ones or whether this one is the first one that's got rooms on the side. Interesting design. Right, fine. Pray forgive my sudden entry. 'Tis I, Atticus. You're the scoundrel Sean, I take it. You have some nerve bearing your fangs at Team Star. Come then, villainous wretch. Plunging into grim poison. A plunge into grim poison shall be your well-deserved fate. On guard. See, this battle can be challenging. And I imagine these battles would be challenging if they had, say, 6 Pokemon on the team. Okay, Skuntank. Interesting. No, but punishment awaits the wretch. I didn't get to read that second bit, it went off. Certain moves can poison with mere graze. Tremble, scoundrel, for thy Pokemon's sake. I'll be surprised if he can get rid of my Garganical. Saying that though, the car is steel poison type, I believe. carception, I guess. Okay, this is where... Right. I need to switch strategies, I think. Get the salt cure off and then keep buffing my defense. I do quite like Rev of Room. Considering it's like the car Pokemon, it's actually not bad of a design. It's symmetrical, which helps. Another iron defense. It hurts, but not enough. Oh, flinch. That's not great. I kind of want to know the purpose of these vehicles, because clearly it's part of the boss fight. But like, why have they been building them? Will we find that out? I hope so. Get a recover down. Garganicle's defenses are insane. Oh, I wonder if it's a lowland. Or just a normal one. Just a normal one. Okay, interesting. That was a crit. I don't think rock type's that great against poison, but I mean, well, that was significant enough damage to not worry. Wow. I'm surprised that Garganicle is not on S tier Pokemon, but there's something about, maybe it's the fact that it's a rock type that holds it back, which is a bit of a shame, really. What an absolute monster, though. You think to give me a taste of my own poison? Fee, I will fight you to the bitter end. So let's soul cure it first. Ooh, interesting. Okay, this feels much more like you fight in the car with moves like that. Oh, he's put poison spikes down. Interesting. I think that I can go one more stage with Iron Defense. Yeah, right, okay. I think Garganicle is practically unkillable now, at least for the length of this battle. Rock Slide, because it might flinch at least. Nope, fine. Right, okay. It can lower and boost its speed. Fair enough. Covers its weakness, I suppose. Why is it not taking Salt Cure damage? Or have I not Salt Cured it yet? We'll soon see if that carries on doing damage or not. Maybe Spin Out is taking the Salt Cure off it. Let's get a Rock Slider. Yeah, I think it's not taking the Salt Cure damage because of Spin Out. Maybe it's like spinning the salt off itself. It's actually, I kind of feel sorry for it. They'd have been better making a Garganical car. Now that thing would have been scary. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, Rock Slide. Interesting. Salt Cures actually hit more, even though I don't get the extra damage off. I'll just keep using Salt Cure. See you later. Hopefully this is enough of a level up to evolve my Farigiraf. Fun. Forgive me, my friends. We'll probably get a little bit more of the background here. About a year and a half ago. Oh, forgive me, it took a godly time to procure the required materials. Whoa, sick, these boots are insane. Ah yes, the flame charge was my muse for those particular pieces. This outfit is everything I imagined it would be, thank you so much. I merely wish to create a costume worthy of the great infernal Eri. If it aligns with your vision, then I am content. Seems our outfit upgrades are all wrapped up, thanks a ton, Atticus. With you two looking like absolute beasts, anyone who crosses us will be sweating bullets. Oh, the little kid is actually a boss, by the looks of things. You're so good at these sorts of crafty things, Atticus. Those people bullying you because you geek out over old-fashioned stuff are out of their minds. The way of the ninja is rough and fraught with thorns. I neither expect or desire sympathy from unrefined rabble. Ooh, someone's getting fired up. Watch out, world. Our Atticus has fighting words. Yeah, don't listen to the haters, Atticus. I think you're really cool. Alright, gang, let's move on to the next step. It's time to put our backs into the battle training so we're all prepped for Operation Star. We gotta be stronger than everyone else in the team. That's what being a boss means. Indeed it does. Henceforth I will devote myself heart and soul to honing my battle skills. For the sake of the team, I would give my very heart and soul, but I cannot defy the rules. Our code must be obeyed. And so this badge is mine to keep no more. I entrust it to thy care. Okay. Cool. I like their character designs. I don't necessarily like the way that you get to them. Like, if you want to put other gyms in, put other gyms in maybe, you know? Take this contraption too. It contains a technique that allows one to cover their foes in gunk. Gunk shot. Cool. Sean is thy name, is it not? You have utterly bested me, but thy victory stirred up no bitterness within me. Such was its brilliance. Don Atticus. My compadre. This little fella has been dying to speak with you face to face. Don Atticus, please hear what I have to say. I only need a moment. Whatever brought you all the way here? I came to help you. If you don't start going to class again, you'll be expelled from the academy, right? When the other kids at school and I were getting bullied really bad, you and the rest of Team Star saved us. Thanks to that operation you carried out, we were all able to go to school again. If you got expelled for being the good guys, that'd be the worst thing ever. Forgive me. Haven't you heard anything from the big boss? Nay, we've heard not a whisper since that fateful day. Without the big boss, Team Star cannot carry on. And without the team, the bright and merry student life we seek lies beyond our reach. We've no choice but to defend our bases till the big boss returns to us. You evidently trust this big boss of yours a great deal. Who exactly are they? In truth, not one of us has met them in the flesh. By their own word, they are a recluse, as with the rest of us. 'Twould seem bullying was to blame. That's awful. Though their name and face be unknown to us, they are nonetheless our precious comrade. Our only choice is to maintain our vigils from the bases, awaiting the day of their return. So that's why you don't go to school. But still, don't you ever think that Team Star is all you have, Don Atticus? You've got a lifelong compadre in me, and don't you forget it. My compadre, I owe you a great debt. It seems we're one step closer to the truth behind Team Star's truancy and the bullying at the academy. But more importantly, I can't believe I had no idea about these issues the students are struggling with. They have friendships they hold dear and reasons for acting as they do. I just couldn't see it. It's shameful how oblivious I've been. Heh, I believe Team Star to be the one and only treasure in my life. Methinks I may have been mistaken. They're all just emos, aren't they? They're just emo kids. Sean, it's me. Atticus Star Badge is now yours then. I see. Now that its boss has been taken down, the Navi Squad's days are numbered. Now Atticus too. Sorry, I've got a lot on my mind right now. So, Operation Starfall. You've taken down all but 2 bases, so it's fair to say it's going well. This seems like a good time to let you know what we're ultimately aiming to achieve. Our final goal is to defeat the mastermind that first recruited the 5 squad bosses and created Team Star, the one they called the Big Boss. What's this person like? Who knows, they control the 5 squad bosses from the shadows, that's all anyone can say. If we defeat this person and get them to declare the team disbanded, that'll be it for Team Star. Since the Big Boss never set up their own base and keeps their identity hidden, I take it they're not one for the spotlight. But once all the bosses are out of action, the Big Boss will finally have to take the stage. Now about your reward, I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. Okay, cool. I can make more kinds of TMs. Have your Pokemon learn strong moves so that they continue to be of use in the operation. My supply unit rep should be with you soon. Hey Sean. That sounded like a pretty serious phone call. I wasn't talking to you. So, the mastermind you were talking about, Cassiopeia's mentioned them to me too. Team Star's founder, the person who's caused all kinds of misery at the academy. If we don't take them down, I'll lose what I treasure most in the world. What do you mean? No, I just... that's right, you need your reward. Here, take it before I forget. Loads of materials. Cool. Oh, and Sean, don't lose to those guys. Right, I think just one more thing that I want to do. I've done classes for a while. And I think this a significant amount of them that I need to get done before I can sort of progress that section of the game. I only thought there were 8, and then I looked it up, and there's actually quite a lot. So I'll try and not make it all classes. I may have to do the rest of the classes post-end game because I don't want to have episodes and episodes in a row that are just classes, so we'll see how many we get through here in this last 10 minutes anyway. Yep. Biology 3. Yep. Yep. Hello, hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using the Pokédex? It registers Pokémon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokédex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy though. Back then I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got some research Pokemon together. We got to research Pokemon together day in, day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time though. Wait a second, how did I get onto this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokédex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chances of a successful catch. Can you guess what it is? Status condition. Thanks. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It can make Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokédex will be a cinch. I didn't know that. I didn't know that sleep was significantly better. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to get to the gyms to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Please do come show me your Pokédexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, our next class will be a test. Okay. I might do that test, you know. Good morning, Master Sean. What class would you like to take? Oh, wait. Nope. Biology midterm. Okay. You'd like biology with Mr. Jack? Yep. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I wonder how they're going to do the tests. It'd be really cool if there's like a multiple choice paper thing that you got. Hello, hello everyone. Today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Cool. What button would you use to let a Pokemon out of its ball so that it can walk with you? Oh god. It's one of them two. I mix these up. I think it's this. Do I? Oh right, okay. Is it R or is it ZR? I feel like it might be R, you know, actually after that. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found during picnics in your basket. It's A2. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? Walking around. What will not make Pokemon easier to catch? Give them a berry. Give them a berry. What will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels? Gym badges. This question won't affect your grade. How do you like the Pokedex? Is it easy to use? I'd be happy to hear your honest opinions. Alright everyone, time's up. I hope you all enjoyed tackling those questions. The last question was just something that I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell the director about it, okay? I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how you did. So do you go in the next one and it'll show you how you did? Dum, dum, dum. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Let's see how you did on your biology test. You answered 4 out of 5 questions correctly. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Mr. Jack asked us to give this reward to any students who passed the exam. It must have been the ZR question. Let's go for math. Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I thought that my Girafarig would have leveled up in this episode, but I don't think you get XP from beating the Team Star guys, seemingly. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. I beg to differ. So today, I'd like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you've seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles before. It's a critical hit. When a Pokemon attack lands as a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It's truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit, or has one landed on it. This can cause great upset in battle. Does anyone know what percentage chance a Pokemon has of landing a critical hit? Oh god, no idea. Don't think it's 1%. Maybe 4? Okay. Jesus. The chance of landing a critical hit is said to be 1 in 24, which figures about 4.17%. The odds are more favourable for certain moves, though why? Moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about 12% chance. You can also use moves called Focus Energy or an item known as Direct Hit. Both raise critical hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. There is a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know. If you're able to do the calculations that'll swing luck in your favour, it may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle. Interesting. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Next class will be our fun midterm exam. I hope you'll all be looking forward to it. I might do the exam before we go. Yeah. Yep. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. I feel like this one will be one of the harder ones. One in 24. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our midterm exam. I'm sure the fun experience you all had in my class will serve you as an answer. Serve you well as you answer. How much damage does Water Gun do to its Fire-type Pokemon? Double. How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it hits a Fire Pokemon? Half. If you spent 2,000 on as many 200 Pokeballs as possible, how many would you get? 10. and then you get the bonus one, surely. What percentage chance does a Pokemon have to land a critical hit? It's about 4%. How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? One and a half as much. Alright everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps now. You were all concentrating so hard, I can't wait to see how you did. Don't go and ask for your scores. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see. Yeah. Excellent. Cool, cool. Right. I might carry on with some classes at the start of the next episode before I go adventuring. Just as a... Let's see if we can get this Giraffarig evolved before I go. Yep. Okay. As if it was that simple. Let's change it for Twin Beam, eh? Awesome. Oh, it's time. Giraffarigs always needed an evolution, and I think this is the perfect Pokemon for it to turn into. I think the design's just ace. The hardened head from the tail protects the head of the main body as Farigiraf whips its long neck around to headbutt enemies. So cool! I actually want to see what its ability is because I came up across one before and it surprised me. Armortail. Unable to use priority moves. And what's its typing? Normal Psychic. That's a combination and a half. So ghost moves don't really work against it. Cool. Interesting. I'll leave it there for today's episode. So thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.